Recording in progress.
Welcome to the ESL Teachers Lounge. a space to share, learn, and laugh as ESL teachers. Hello. Can everybody see me?
Yes.
Yes.
I can't see myself. Wait a second. All right, let me do it this way. Is that better?
Yeah, that's much better.
All right, thank you guys. I would like to say thank you to everyone on Zoom. We have Hasnain, Juliet, Ivy, can't see everybody's name, Anne, I see Erwin, Koa, Toy, Jan, hello,
Monica.
and Monica, Sensei, Shy, hello. Thanks for being here. Thank you for joining us today. So hello there, awesome teachers. I'm Joy. And this season, we're not just live on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. We're also on Zoom Live. That means you can interact with us real time, ask your questions directly, and even join the conversation on screen. Yes. All right. So if you have questions, you can write them down or just have them ready, and we will answer as many questions as we can today. So let me get you a little story about myself. About 15 years ago, I started my journey as an ESL teacher, not knowing how much this profession would shape my life. So I'm Temple certified teacher with a background in psychology and education, but more than the credentials, I've learned that ESL teaching is about connecting with students, making them feel confident, adapting to their needs, and making language learning an experience and not just a lesson. And my goal here is to help ESL teachers like you feel confident, prepared, and most importantly, excited about what they do. So grab your coffee, or if you want tea, if you feel fancy, get comfy and let's dive into today's session. Everybody ready? Also, we are giving away a Logitech C920X. Till the end, and I'll tell you exactly how you can enter to win. All right, so what else? More exciting news will be announcing because it could be you. All right, so if you are a subscribed teacher, English Bright ESL, this is also your chance to ask any questions about the English Bright curriculum. So like, how do you do the lesson? How do you implement the lesson? Or teaching strategies that you may have, or questions that you may have about that. So just drop your questions if you're on Facebook or TikTok in the comments, or if you are here with me on Zoom, you can just unmute and raise your virtual hand, and then, yeah, you can ask me questions. All right. But for those who are not subscribed yet, you can join our teaching community today. Hit the sign up button. You can subscribe for free. We got our free forever plan, and we'll get you exclusive access to lesson tips, and you will never miss a live session. We're going to be emailing you about that. All right. Well, before we start, let's warm up. Here in our Zoom chat, tell me where you're from. Drop your city and country in the comments. Okay. I can't see the chat, but
The chat's open now. We're waiting for it's open. I can see
yes,
it.
where are you guys watching from?
South. I don't know how to pronounce that last one. South Cabo. Come on. One's from Davao.
Okay.
It's C.
Cavite, Philippines. Okay. And all right, so we have Davao, Philippines, Panabo City, South Cotabato, Philippines. Hello, everybody. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Juliet, Monica, and Sensei. All right. Well, the first part of today's session will be about your questions regarding the English Bright ESL curriculum. So if you have anything you'd like to ask, feel free to unmute your microphone or drop your question in the chat and let's get started. Okay, I'd like to hear from our amazing teachers joining us on Zoom. Feel free to unmute your microphone or you can type your questions. I would love to answer them. Oh, we got Kua Tui watching from Vietnam. Hello. Okay, so does anyone want to ask a question from, let's just start with Zoom. Zoom, from the teachers who are joining us here on Zoom. Yan is from Iloilo. Right, if you have questions, just type it here. I have the chat box all open here so I can see that. But I can't see the Facebook stuff or TikTok. All right, so yes, any questions you want to ask about English Bright curriculum? If you're teaching level 0 or level 1, any levels, I know, I use those lessons, and there are times that, so I think one of the things that I want to tell everyone that's using it, we have a lot of slides, right? Every lesson has we have over 40 slides. So depending on your pacing, you may use one lesson in 2 sessions. Let's say...
I think Juliet has a question. She just raised her hand.
Okay. All right, Juliet, you can unmute or you can chat, however you want to ask your question. Hello.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
Good morning, Teacher Joy.
Good morning.
I'm a subscriber of English Bright ESL, and it's very helpful. So I have just a question. This is based from my experience.
Okay.
I've observed that some of the lessons have many slides, and we can't really finish it in 25 minutes because my class is just 25 minutes. So I would just like to ask if should I go to another lesson for our next class, or should we continue to where we left last meeting?
Thank you, Juliet. All right. Earlier, I think depending on you got to gauge it yourself. If you think, let's say you stopped or you left off where mid lesson. So you probably have grammar, what else? Verb, spelling.
Yeah,
If you
phonics also.
Yeah. If you think your student needs to practice, like especially grammar is very important. It's a very important skill to teach. Then I would suggest you just use that. You just continue where you left off from your previous session. Yeah, that way too. I think a lot of teachers also like to just use up the entire slides, so you can kind of like, have more materials. It's like when you finish it, and then the next time you're going to use the next lesson. So I think you just want to use the rest of it.
Or can we just like assign it as homework because your
Yes.
homework? Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that, or we already have homework on the website. If you could, you are a subscriber, right? So you know exactly where the homework is when you go to. Yeah, I could show that too. But your question was if you can just assign the slides that you did not finish as homework. Yes, you can. And you can also give the homework that's been made already for you. Send it to your student and then tell the parent that, blah, blah, blah. Can you just have him focus on the grammar part, such and such, because we didn't finish that in our live session.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. That's
Joy.
a really good question. Thank you, Juliet. So I think Monica.
Hi.
Okay.
Hello, Teacher Joy. Good morning.
Hello, Monica. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I have a question, Teacher Joy. I'm a new ESL teacher, and I've been using English Bright ESL resources for quite some time now, and I really love it. Thank you so much. I just would like to ask for some advice and tips that you can share in my situation. So I have a student, and he is 6 years old, and I want him to practice his speaking skills. Do you have any tips or advices on how can I make my students engage in the phonics stories, and what are the questions should I ask him?
Oh, that's a very good. That's a really nice. That's a very good question. So you're talking about the stories, right, Monica?
Yes, Teacher Joy.
So your student is in level 0, level 1. All right. So I want to show you. Let me just stop my screen sharing here. Let's go to the website and I'll show you. I love the stories. I really, really do. They're so fun. They're so colorful, and my students love them too. I have my student Tayo love the stories a lot. Let me share this here. Okay. Right. So here, this is the website. And let's go to stories. You're asking about phonics. Okay, let's say you are okay, let's go to U and V. So your target letters here are the letters U and V. Right here. So your question was, how do you incorporate speaking? Is that right, Monica?
Yes, Teacher.
In stories. Okay. So let's say here, this is Ula Urchin and Victor Vulture. Actually, I've used this with my student just recently. And the way I do it, like, for example, here. Let me show this in. Is that good? Okay. So, like, from the beginning, like right here, you can make this, or you can use this as, you know, a starting point and just a warm up for your student. You say, what do you see in the picture? Like, oh, I see. Maybe if they know the vocabulary here, then they would tell you what, I see a tree. And so you say, yes, great, that is a tree. Maybe they don't know what this is yet. And they don't know what this is. Then you can point out, this is Ula urchin. This is Victor vulture. And you do a little flapping of the wings because they like movements and actions. And also you can, what I do with this is they like it because they can listen to, there is an audio here. So when you press this one,
Ula urchin and Victor vulture.
so they can hear that. And then you guys will have to say that. I say, okay, let's listen. And then you say Ula urchin, and then you repeat it. And then so you ask questions about the picture, like simple questions that would just make them answer or talk. Like, what is the color of the urchin? Right? And then they would say, it is purple. Or another question is, what colors do you see in the picture? So you kind of want to make sure your questions are, you know, simple and easy for them to answer, because you want to build up the self-esteem here, right? Now, when you go to the story, you see how colorful this is. There are so many questions you can ask about this picture. So you can say, oh, what is this? And if they know the word, then they're going to say it is an umbrella. So that's good. They know what an umbrella is. Next question, you can say, what colors do you see? And so you have another conversation about the colors. I see red. And you give your student a chance to talk and speak, right? And you see, maybe you can ask a question about this. You say, where is Victor? Maybe they would say just one word, tree or something, and then you will help them how to say it correctly. Victor is on the tree. And then remember, you have to celebrate like crazy when they say it. So you just, you know, have to reinforce a good participation here. So you have to be, great job. So I think in every page, you can ask a lot of questions about what they see in the picture. Or you see here, there's a mountain. Do you like, so another thing is you start with a simple yes or no question, because that's how you build their confidence. They say, do you like mountains? And they would say yes or no. They would answer. I think 100% they would say yes or no. And then you have to say yes. Then you will have to ask an open-ended question. You say, do you think Ula urchin likes mountains? That's another yes or no question, right? Now you say, do you think likes trees? And then they would say, Victor. And then you're going to guide them to say it in a complete sentence, not just one word. I think Victor likes trees. And if they're great, they would say because. If they're not, then you can teach them. You say, why? Because this. Victor likes to fly on the tree. So yes, you can use the pictures that you have here in the material for you to ask questions. Questions, it doesn't have to be very, very, well, as a matter of fact, you don't want it hard questions, right? Because this is a little kid. So like questions about colors, questions about how many they see, questions about the location. Where are they? Maybe they know they are at the beach, and that's great. What is this? Something like that. So yeah, I could just go over every page here. Like, this is a vineyard, and you can say, vineyard. I think there's a high chance they don't know what a vineyard is. So you kind of explain it. Vineyard, grapes, wow. I see so many grapes in the vineyard. And you say the word vineyard many times, and they would catch on that. So yeah, Monica, I hope that those tips help you. And yeah, you can really make stories super fun, not just for your students, really. Even for me, it's really fun. For teachers, it's just a great way to kind of switch up your main lessons if you think your student needs some help with reading, or just building really confidence. You can use this for those reasons. All right, Monica.
Okay, we got another question
Thank you,
here.
Teacher Joy.
You're welcome, Monica. Thank you for that question. Yes, what is a question? This is from... Where is that coming from? Okay. This is from Koa Tai. I'm a new subscriber, and I'd love some guidance on how to effectively teach the vocabulary in level 0, unit 3.
He's from Vietnam too.
Oh, hello, Kua Tai. I hope I said that correctly. Your name, Kua.
Chatted with him the other day.
Oh, Kua is from Vietnam. So the question was from, where is that again? Level 0. Let me just go back to the website. Level 0, unit 3. Okay, I don't really know the topic, but I know level 0s for the little ones, the beginner. Level 0, actually, I use for little kids with 0 English. So that's unit 3. And you're asking just general, you don't have anything in particular? Oh, vocabulary. All right. So this is about likes and dislikes. This is super fun because most kids like to talk about what they like and what they don't like. And this is about food, drinks, right? This is super fun. Let's say you are going to, let's just go here. Lesson 3. You can use this song. I have this song on YouTube that I really like, that my students like too. So when they like it, I like it too. I use it many, many times. You know the song, do you like da da da? Yes, I do, right? That's very, they like that. And if you are teaching a particular word, let's say, what was this here? Okay, vocabulary. Let's go here. And you have the word, wow, chocolate. All right. So, all right, let's say you just show the picture first and you say, what do you see? All right. And you put, yeah, you can use your pen tool there. And you can circle it. And if they know, they would say it. Sometimes they may not say it correctly, so you can correct their pronunciation. And then now you go click the word. Most of the students this level, they can't read yet. So it's just, you know, introducing them the letters, and so that's okay. So you could go chocolate, 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 right? You can have them clap, chocolate. or you can do the finger counting syllable, just slowly introducing them that. And the fun thing about this is we have a really fun practice, vocabulary practice. Here, this is one of my favorites. So you will have to ask your student. All right, I think I should move my face here so you can see everything. So there is a turtle, right? There is a cat and a horse. So you will ask your student, what do you like? Sometimes they have zero English, right? So you can't use what animal because they may not know what animal is. Sometimes I say that, but I think it's better if you don't say it so they don't get confused. There's just too many information to absorb. So you say, what do you like? And I put a number here because chances are they know numbers more than the words. So I say, what do you like? 1, 2, 3. And they say 1. Oh, turtle. Can you say, I like the turtle? And then they would say that. And you click the turtle. Here you go. So this is how we have them practice the vocabulary chocolate, right? You can also click this thing here and it will tell you what to do. Have the students say the vocabulary words many times at different speeds. So the turtle, it means you have to say it slowly. So you go chocolate. So you have to model, okay? Remember, that is our favorite word as ESL teachers. Modeling. Chocolate. If you want to exaggerate it like a turtle, really. You want to show the student, the differences of what is this activity about. So you say chocolate, right? So they kind of connect it. That the turtle is slow, I have to say it slow. And then you say, I like the horse. And you're gonna show them how to read it fast because I pick the horse. Then I say, you gotta exaggerate it, okay? Chocolate. And then they would laugh. They like that. And they want to say it again and again. So it's like a game, but you're actually having them repeat the words. You're teaching them a new vocabulary, how to say it. And it's a great way to, what do you call that? For vocabulary retention. This is a very, 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 very fun activity that they like. So yes. Who asked that? For Tui, I think that's what you could do for level 0 unit 3, likes and dislikes.
Got a question from Facebook.
Okay.
From Shirel, I believe, and it's question. When is the best time to assign homework and use flashcards?
Okay. Homework and flashcards. Okay, yes. So that's good that you actually found that we have homework and flashcards, because I feel like those are very important factors, not just the main lessons. Because if you have homework, if you have flashcards also, it makes the students, not just the students, the parents think or see you is a really dedicated teacher, right? Also, some, if not many, I think they would ask you, if you don't give out homework, is, hey, do you have a homework for blah, 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 right? So I think, personally, I give out the flashcards right before we start a new unit. Let's say you are going to teach this one that I'm showing you right now. This is unit 3, right? when you go back right here, you can see down here the flashcards. So right here, you can just copy that. Okay, and you can paste it to email. I don't know how you communicate with the parents, and you say, so here are online flashcards with audio for, let's say your student's name is Lynn, for Lynn to practice before our class. And so Lynn can, just click let me just show you here. So this is what it looks like. And so we have here the audio, and so the student can just click that and listen and repeat it. So when you do your class, they have an idea of the words that they're going to be learning, and they know how to say it. Because another thing also, the reason why they don't want to say anything is because they're afraid that they cannot say it correctly. So the flashcards are great to kind of give them a little boost, Also, if I think that not all students or parents actually go over the flashcards at home, if you think that they didn't do it, you can use this in your class. Just go over this and have them repeat it. And then, you can use the main lesson right after that. For homework, you can give this right after the class or right after you finish a lesson. Okay, so you just copy that and paste it to the parents. If you're using whatever, Zoom or email, just paste the link to them and say, here is the student's name's homework. You can, usually I think I want you to mention also, sometimes they would say they cannot access it when they click it right away. It would show something, maybe they access it from a phone. So you can have them copy the link, the raw link, and then paste that in the browser, and that would make the connection and everything smoother. So homework after every lesson, flashcards before starting a unit, or you can use it in your live session, in your live class. All right, so that was, who was it? I hope
Shirel.
that
We got one
Okay.
from, I don't know, is it either Nana or Nana? And she is from Thailand. And she's asking, how can I use the presentation resources to smoothly transition from a student's, from a student's request to play or sing a song before starting the lesson?
Okay, let me reread that.
Yeah.
How can I use presentation resources to smoothly transition from a student's request to play or sing a song before starting a lesson? Okay, how can you use it smoothly? Well, the good thing is, let me go to another topic here. Okay, so because I want to show you. So this is, I assume this would be a younger student because they want to play and sing. So let's go to level 1. All right, let's go to sea animals. A student's request to play or sing. Okay, the good thing is we already have the song here already placed for you, so you don't need to actually go to whatever resource you have for songs. It's already right here. So this is why I like it, because I don't need to piece things together. Everything is just here. It's very smooth. I can just go like that. Here's the warm-up page. Yeah, this is fun. How are you? This and that. Okay. And also for little kids, we have our friends. I call them my friends. If you are using English Bright curriculum, they are your friends too. So it's funny how the little kids actually remember their names. Yeah. So they say, because I say, okay, Rusty has a question. How are you? Rusty asks how you are. And Marla, this is Marla, right? And they love them and they remember them. Yes. And sometimes, here, no, it's hard to. Okay, I'll do it. Okay, here is my friend. I think I've actually, I would bring this out. I would bring Rusty out. Okay, it's hard to see it right here. Is that good? So they would love it because, oh my goodness, he is my friend Rusty. Rusty asked, oh no, Rusty's a boy, so how are you, right? How are you? Okay, I am good. Right here. So you start with warm up, and here you go. So we have 4 main puppets. Here's Rusty, the boy with orange hair. We have Marla Mouse. We have Cora Crunch. You are gonna see them many times, especially if you're teaching younger kids. Yes, and you would be surprised how your students actually remember them. Really, it's really fun. Like, what's this? And then they would just know their names. So let me go back to, who's that? Nana. So you start with warm up, right? The transitioning is not a problem because you start here. There's a song if they want to sing, and then they can sing, right? Okay, let's go sing this and that. And then you move on to here. This is a great transitioning. Transitions are very important for little kids because I don't know if you've been surrounded with children, but you know how difficult transitions are, not just for children, actually, even for us, right? When activities change, we need somewhat of a preparation stage to move on to another activity. So some kids would want to sing more, but you want to say singing time is over, right? And then when they see this, they know that, okay, singing time is over. It is learning time now. Okay. So you go here. So the probe, usually you'll see when you start a new unit. So that's lesson 1. There are times you see it in lesson 7. Yeah. But for the probe part, it's just like a way of for you teachers to know what words they know already, and that will give you a hint to maybe extend and make use of their knowledge and extend it into a speaking activity. What do you see? They say, I see a turtle. Okay, so they know the word turtle. You can expand that. Turtle. Oh, where do turtles live? Right? So you can ask even just one question. Now we move on to vocabulary. So here's the transition page. Transitions are very important. And Nana, thank you for asking that, because I've taught for many years, and there were many years that I was using different kinds of materials. And it was okay. But, like you go here and then you jump here and then, okay, let's go to YouTube for a song and then let's go to another website for a game. It was just a lot of work, and it's not as efficient. You're not, you want it all just in one presentation. You can just go here, and if you think the kid mastered vocabulary, well, you can just jump here. Let's go to sight words, because I want him to be good at reading right here. If the kid is, thank you, Nana. If the kid is not paying attention, maybe you need a game, you just jump to game. Right? Right here. So yes. All right, thank you very much. Do you have any more questions? Because I also have questions from other people that I could read. If we don't have any more questions,
there's a lot more questions on Facebook.
Okay.
Let me just see if I can get to one. This is from Evie. Hello, Teacher Joy. I have a question. How can I make the grammar practice fun in level 1?
Grammar practice in level 1. Okay, wait a minute. Let's go to, where is that? Grammar practice in level 1.
Yep. Grammar practice in fun. How can I make the grammar practice fun in level 1? It says.
Okay, let's say, let me go right here. Let me see what we have right here. Oh, also I don't think many of you know that we actually have the unit summaries. The reason why I mention this is because, so here, when you go to the main lesson, the unit summary is right here. Unit summary, what is this? This will give you like a quick overview of what are you going to be teaching. This is good for you as a teacher, and good for if the parent would want to ask, like, what are we learning today? What are we learning for the next 4 sessions or something? Then this is a great way. You can just share that by clicking this thing right here. It says share. You copy the link, write this one here, and then just send that to them. So here you can see the words, the vocabulary target, right here, and phonics, sentence patterns, grammar, math. So yes, and then you have like the summary. You're learning about farm animals and stuff like that. I want to show you here. Give me a minute. So I think I want to talk about the grammar part for young learners, level 1. There is a grammar thing here that's teaching them, he, she, it. They like it very much when I use the puppets here. So he is for Rusty. He is for a boy. And if my student is a boy, you are a he, right? And if my student is a she, I say you are a she. I am a she. And then I'll ask question like, is your mom a she or a he? So I think when you teach grammar, do not give yourself, such a hard time to really completely explain it to them how the concept is, because it would be a little confusing for them. At this stage, it's a little harder for them to grasp the what do you call that? The technical explanation of the grammar part. You just make it fun for like that. Like, I think we start with the he, she, it, and then if you're teaching it, how do you use it? So you say, we use it if it is not a boy or it is not a girl, like a cup. Is this a boy? And then they will laugh. No. Is a cup, right? Yeah, so you kind of make it somewhat fun, where they also kind of connect it. Okay, so he is for boys, she is for girls, it is used for things. I say sometimes for animals we can say it because we don't know if it's a girl or a boy, right? Yeah, so who asked that question? I hope that answers it. All right, so let me see. I also have questions here.
I've got another one.
You got another one. All right,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can.
All right, it says, "Hello, teacher. How do you handle kids that can't say or understand the simple words?"
Can't say or understand.
Understand simple words.
I need a more specific example. Can't understand simple words.
Kids who cannot say or understand simple words. So they just, how do you handle kids that cannot say simple words?
Cannot say simple words.
Or understand.
All right, if they cannot say it, or if maybe my take to that is they don't want to say it. It's not that they cannot say it. They can say it. They just don't want to say it, maybe. You can use that magic of singing. So maybe you find a fun song, like I said, 1 little, 2 little, 3 little Indians, 4 little, 5.
And by the way, this is from Rhea, and I think I pronounced that right. I'm not quite sure.
Okay, Rhea. I think the way I understood your question is like, the student does not want to say the word. The student can say it, but they may not want to repeat. You can think of other ways to make the student say that word that you're trying to teach. So let's say, yeah, that song, 1 little, 2 little, 3 little Indian. You can change it to, let's say you're teaching about food. Broccoli. 1 little, 2 little, 3 little broccoli. 4 little, 5 little, 6 little, and have them say it. If they don't say it, just keep on going. And then, okay, it's still not working. Okay, let's go. But chances are it will work. You can do rain, rain, go away. Just change rain, rain to the word that you're trying this child to say. Your, let's say animal, rain, rain, change rain, rain to, let's say you're teaching horse. Horse, horse, go away, come again another day. Or the wheels on the bus. The wheels on the bus, right? So you say, the horse on the bus, go. And you can make really, really funny songs. And yeah, so use songs to make them talk. Yes, actually, we have some songs that we made. And all right, I'll make that. I'll use that as an example. That was okay here. This is in level 2, unit 7. Yes, I am pulling it up right now. And let me just show you how I use the songs to make them talk and say the words. Okay, so this is from level 2, unit 7, in the kitchen. Let's go to song. All right, here we go. So this is our own song, and let me play it.
My mom loves her kitchen, even her favorite pet pigeon.
All right, so most of the time when they just heard this, it may be too fast for them. So you can maybe adjust the speed, right? Okay, let's just continue listening to this.
So what can you see in her kitchen? Let's go and ask her pet pigeon. There is a sink in her kitchen. Say sink, 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 sink.
Okay, so that part they really, really like it. You would look at your student and you can start seeing a smile. Sink, sink. And then especially if you just, lip sync it. So you don't want to you just want to have the student listen to this original song. And then after that, you can sing it together, or you can pause. I like doing the pausing, and then also have them say it. Sink, 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 sink. They also, some of them that are familiar with this, they want to listen to it really, like speed it up, like really, really fast, the fastest, and they really enjoy that.
Faucet in her kitchen. Say faucet, faucet, faucet.
Yeah, so yeah, we also have our puppets in our songs. So I think the familiarity that you're building is very important, because it makes your students feel at home in your classroom. They see the puppets in the lessons, they see the puppets or the characters in the songs. Let me just show you here. Let me go right here. Weather, I think that is, where is weather? I think we are, okay, here, level 3. Level 3, weather and seasons. Let me see if this one has got it, okay? I think this one does not have it. Yeah. All right. Yeah, so that was from, whose question was it from? Okay, about
but I do have another
oh,
one.
Nana. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
And then, but we do have one, and I do not, it's be hard to pronounce this, but ENELWAP. Hi, Teacher Joy.
And what?
I don't know how to pronounce the name.
All right, okay, you can just ask the question.
Hi, Teacher Joy. Just would like to ask how to handle parroting students, and I'm not quite sure what that means.
How to handle what?
Parroting students. Parrot.
Oh, they just parrot?
PA.
Yeah. I know what that means. How do you handle that? I don't think that is a problem, actually. I think that's good, because you are the model, So I don't know. I think I want to ask, why is it a problem? Where is this question coming from? Facebook?
So she would have to reply on Facebook. I don't think she's on Zoom.
Oh, okay. Because we want the little kids to actually parrot us. But some kids are just doing it just to, just to give us a hard time. But I think you want them to repeat what you say. And some of them, they like doing that is because they kind of try to copy you. And I actually encourage them to copy me, if just copy the way I talk. And I see some of my students, they do that. And it's nice. It makes you a better teacher too, because it keeps you on your toes, that you got to really model in a way that you want them to see you. All right, I have also a question here. This is from Hi. Hi is from Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. Hello, Kai. Thanks for sending in your question. So her question is, my student struggles with intonation and pronunciation. What are some fun ways I can help her improve? All right. Did anyone ask about pronunciation? I don't think so. All right. There are so many creative ways to make pronunciation practice engaging, Kai. I think the key is to go beyond the lesson. So you have to add fun. And the interactive elements with English Bright ESL is already there. So what you can do is just add a little bit more fun into that. I like the sentence patterns very much, because I can use that to really make it like a game. You have to play pretend with sentence patterns. Let's me get that here. Let's say your lesson is about, give me a minute. Your lesson is about vegetables, okay? Let's go here. Let's go to the sentence patterns. I'm just gonna go jump to the practice right away. So let me go right here. Let's go to sentence pattern. Let's go to practice. All right, so I know this is the sentence patterns, but you can use this to help them with their pronunciation. So right here, I said play pretend. I think I've mentioned this in one of our live sessions, previous ones. You can add a fun twist. You can have your student choose an emotion. So right here, you have a boy and you have Rusty. You can also use that. You say, who do you want to be? Do you want to be Rusty, or do you want to be this boy? And then they will choose. And then that's also a great way for them to actually engage, because children love to have the authority. They like it when they get to decide which one. So that is a good thing. You can, okay, so if they want to be Rusty, say, okay, I'm going to be this boy. And here is the playing pretend would enter. So you have to like really animate this, okay? All right, you can't see the boy, I'm sorry. Let me just make myself a little bit smaller here. So you can say,
what vegetable does he like?
Right, and you're gonna put this. And then you can mention, like, if it's a little girl, then you can kind of say, Rusty is a boy. You have to sound like a boy.
He likes,
right? And then they like that.
Tomatoes.
And then they couldn't wait to do the next one. Another one is the emotion magic. I really like that. And they love it a lot too. They think it's so funny. I would draw here happy face, sad face. So you can just start with happy face and sad face. What feeling or emotion do you like? Happy or sad? And they may say happy. Playing pretend, okay? So you can read a question here. You're gonna read it. You're gonna have to sound really happy. You have to exaggerate it. Okay, teachers? So you say, what vegetables, right? Like really exaggerated. Like you need to be an actor here. What vegetable does she like? Because you want them to see that, oh, okay, I gotta read it in a happy manner. What vegetable? And then they would copy that too. She likes, or if they're kind of silly, they would do the opposite. They would do another emotion, which is good too, because it means they're smart, right? They understood what you're trying to do here. And then if you do the sad, then you can do, in a sad tone. What? You can really be like an actor. What vegetable? Like something like that. And in that way, you teach them the different fluctuation, the different intonation, the rising and falling of the words. And that's a good practice, mouth practice. And they can kind of sense that, okay, so I got to say it in that manner. There is music here. There's rhythm in saying each words. So they don't just read it like a robot. Because I have a lot of students that they just read it like a robot. It's very monotonous, and we don't want to teach them that. We want to teach them to read properly, not just read, but they have to read with emotions. And yeah, it's very important, the fluctuations and the rhythm of talking. Very important to teach that at a very young age, because when they're a little older, it's kind of hard to get them to understand that completely. So yeah, that is it. That's question from Kai. I can say more tips about that, Kai, but yes, play pretend with sentence patterns. You can do that with dialogue as well. You can do the same thing, or you can have them pick a character. Do you want to be Rusty? Do you want to be Cora? And you model it. When it's Cora, it's going to be like a childish girl sound. Rusty is kind of like a boy sound, right? So really, this helps students experiment with tone, volume, pronunciation in a low pressure and playful way. What else? Yeah, here is Cora. You want to say hello to her? All right. All right, so that's Cora. She's one of our main characters, along with Rusty, Fixie, and Marla Mouse. So we have a girl character, a boy character, a mouse, and a fox. Yes. All right, let's see. Oh yeah, for those of you just joining us, we're giving away a Logitech 6920X HD Pro webcam. I'll tell you exactly how to enter in just a moment, okay? Here is Marla. Yeah, Marla Mouse. Marla Mouse is everyone's favorite. She's super cute. Yeah. All right, now let us go to another question this is from Yasmin in Jakarta, Indonesia. All right. Hello, Indonesia. Hi, Yasmin. Her question is, I have a 5-year-old student, and her mom is concerned that she doesn't repeat much. What should I do? Okay. Yes, I know that can be a concern. This is so common. And I totally get why it might feel concerning, but here's the thing. It's normal. It's normal, especially for 5-year-olds learning a new language. And why don't some kids repeat much? Because, I just learned this actually also from teaching so many little kids. A lot of them just don't want to repeat yet because some kids prefer listening over speaking as they absorb the language. Others feel comfortable repeating only when they're ready. I've mentioned this in the previous sessions also, that speaking skills are the last skills really for children or for anyone who are learning a new language, because they need to kind of be ready and feel totally comfortable and confident in actually applying it, in saying it. So what you can do here is make repetition interactive, right? The songs, the games, the playing pretend, different voices to make it feel like play instead of practice. If their favorite songs, you have to use that. You really have to incorporate their favorite songs. Because I have a student named Lauren, and she loves the Who Took the Cookie. I think everybody loves this song. So I weave in vocabulary words, like what I was saying earlier. Who took the cookie, blah, 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 blah. How many times should I repeat the correct pronunciation? Okay, I'll get to that. There's a question that just popped up. So, who took the cookie from the cookie jar? The original song is about the farm animals, right? They're kind of teaching the farm. Who took the cookie from the cookie jar? So you change that into the words that you want this child to repeat. So whatever songs you think, it's a process actually. You're not going to know it right away that, oh, this kid really likes Who Took the Cookie, right? You can kind of have to experiment it. All right, let's try Who Took the Cookie. If you think, oh, she really likes it. If it's not really, and then you choose one little two, little three, little Indian song, Rain Rain Go Away, The Wheels on the Bus, Five Little Monkeys. Those are very common and popular children's rhymes. They love them. So that is a way to make them repeat. And I think when they're ready, they would eventually repeat you without using the songs. They would even start talking to you, because we have to start building the self-esteem, self-confidence. They're not going to say it. They're not going to repeat if they don't have that. Because I have a lot of students who have great background in English, but they have no self-esteem, no self-confidence. I know there are a lot of vocabulary words in there, but they're not ready to say it. They're very scared to say it because you got to build that self-confidence first. It's okay. You can do it, right? Yeah. Okay. So what else? Let's see. Okay. So I want to just share how you want to explain this to the parents also, because this could be concerned. This is a valid concern. You can say that this part of learning process is, normal, that over time their child will naturally start repeating and speaking more. So we just have to be patient. I would always say that we need to be patient. We need to be determined, and we want to keep it fun, stress free, and engaging. And then they would just say, okay, thanks teacher, now I feel better. Right? Okay, Yasmin, I hope these tips give you and your little learners the solution. What's that? Teacher Ya? Okay,
Yes,
how many
teacher Ya's
times?
got a few questions. Maybe take the last question.
I just see one here. How many times should I repeat the correct pronunciation if the student can't say it properly? Because if I do it too many times, the student loses interest. How many times? There isn't really I think the perfect number here. I would say maybe 3, 4. You can gauge it by looking at your students' reaction. Like if they're like kind of, oh my God, I'm gonna say it again, then you wanna stop there. Okay? Because you want to give that sense of fun. You don't want them to connect learning English with like, I don't know how to do this. It's like negative, like say it again, say it again, say it again. Sometimes they just can't say it correctly. I I use the word like, okay, even if they don't say it correctly, I say, can you say it again? And then they say it and it's still not perfect. And then I would say, that sounds better. Yeah. So you still have to celebrate that because they did, that was an effort for them. And you can ask the mom to work on that. You can send an audio and just practice this word, have the student listen to this over and over again and repeat it. And then for the next session, you can revisit that and have the student say it again, maybe twice. And yeah, they can do it at home too, not in your classroom, because you want your classroom to be a fun space, a safe space, so they come back, so they will like you. They'd be excited to see you because, ooh, when they see your face, it needs, or when they are in your space, in your classroom, it needs to be a really nice environment. So they would want to be there. They don't want to miss it, right? And another thing, it's good for you as a teacher, especially if you are teaching independently and the mom sees that and the student sees that and the mom sees how much the kid likes you. The mom would then mention it to another parents, like, oh, I have a teacher, my daughter really likes her and this and that. And then yeah, good, it's going to be good for you, right? All right. So teacher, yeah. Okay.
We're pretty close.
Um,
We've been on for almost 1 hour and 45 minutes.
yeah. Okay, let's just do one more from teacher. Yeah. 3-year-old student who does it, answer me. Most of the time she's not cooperating in her class. Please help. All right. So I actually answered this already with yeah, in our previous session actually. 3-year-olds are very, very challenging. I just have to be very honest with you. You need to have so much energy, like jumping up and down type of energy. A lot of songs, a lot of songs, a lot of movements, a lot of games, a lot of laughter, a lot of silliness. You can use the puppets. But before you start your first class with this, or if you have already started, obviously, which I think you did, you have, you can ask the mom, like, what do they like? Um, they may like one particular animal, and you can start that, you know? So when the kid knows, oh, my teacher knows that I like tigers. You can show pictures of tigers or whatever, this and that, and you say, you have to show them that you're also excited about what they like. You say, tigers too, right? Or you can also say, oh, you like tigers, so you have to get to the world of this student. If they like tigers, then you want to talk a lot about tigers and stuff. But yeah, songs and energy and laughter, smiles, those are your weapons. Okay. Yeah, I know I was mentioning about, I know we have questions here, but I want you guys to enter this fun giveaway that we have. You can win a Logitech 6920. I'm using it right here. Share this live session. Make sure your post is public, and you can do a hashtag English Bright free webcam. Okay. I love mine. I've had mine for almost 6 years, and yeah, it works really good. All right. I think we have a lot of questions, actually.
We can keep on going for sure. I mean, if
Yeah.
you're fine with it, Joy. How about
Yes,
does your website offer assessments or quizzes to check
Yes.
progress?
Yes, we do. That's a good question. I'll show you where you can find it. So we have a total of 12 lessons. Okay? Let me just get a water break here.
Actually, a grand total over 1,000 lessons.
That's right. So let's go to, let me show you here Unit 6 here. Yes, wait a sec. So this knowledge check is the first one. We have the first review. And then we have the knowledge check. First knowledge check. This is like the quiz. This is the quiz for the lessons that you've taught, lessons 1 to 4. Okay. And then you go to lesson 7, so that's like a main lesson, and you go to 10. Then you will have your second review. So the review here will be all about lessons 1 through 10. So it's like it would cover the entire thing. And the last quiz will be lesson 12. And this is going to be really long. So I think you can split this into 2. And there's 100 slides. What I do here is, so here, this is super fun. I like it a lot because we have like a game thing. And then you say, oh, here's Cora Crunch. Cora Crunch wants to go to the farm to find her farm animal friends, right? Can you help Cora, please? So you have like it's a game. You have to really like, oh, let's play a game, right? This is the final lesson. This is your way. This is like, yeah, your way to know if the student is ready for another unit, right? So if you think your student mastered vocabulary, because you did the review prior to this. So if there are areas that you think your student needs to really work on, you can just jump there right away. Let's say grammar. You can just go to grammar quiz. If you think they need more help with sentence patterns, pronunciation, you can go there. If they need more help in math, you can just go there right away. So it doesn't have to be like you don't have to like really follow the order here. Like what I said, it's also good that you kind of customize, personalize it depending on your teaching styles, your personality, really. Just have to be really creative. Yes. All right. I think I need to do the announcement of the winner of $100 gift card from last time. Our staff here has randomly they picked one. They picked one name from our socials. Okay, and the lucky winner is Anna Gray. Anna Gray, congratulations. Yes, we'll be reaching out to you shortly with details on how to claim your prize. Okay. All right. Well, I think, I could continue talking if you have any more questions, but I think we can have another sessions and answer those if you have any more questions that maybe you want to ask, right? Thank you very much for being here with us today. And if you are, I know because I am kind of like, I have, people that I follow, but I'm kind of like, they call it a silent follower. If you are a silent follower, you can email us directly with your questions, or on our website we have the chat. What do you call that? Chat support thing. You can just chat your questions there too, if you're a little shy about asking here. All right, and thank you for joining us today. It's such a great time to share tips and help teachers really be prepared in their classroom. And congratulations to Anna Gray. We'll see you in the next live session, okay? Yes, I want to mention the people here the people that join us here on Zoom. Let me see. This is, I think because, Angelica. Hello, thanks for joining us. Angelica. Well, I think Angelica
got a lot of people from TikTok too. But
TikTok? Oh, okay. Maybe there's a name that we could say hello to. Hello, TikTok people. How about, okay, yeah, Monica, there is. Hussein, I know you have a question. We're gonna answer you after this live session. All right. Well, we will see you guys again next week, or we will do just follow our socials, because that's how you can quickly see the updates if we have announcements and stuff. And also do not forget to subscribe, because we send you newsletters, and so to keep you up to date. All right. Thank you very much. Wherever you are in the world, we hope that you are happy and safe. Happy teaching, guys. And again, thank you so much for your time. Bye. See you later.
Recording stopped.